been gone for a while, but we're back with more stories, and I'm glad you made it. Let's get started. Today's title is Samuel gives the kingdom to Saul. 1Samuel 11:1 and 12:25. Today we're on day 101. Wow, friends, we're already on the 100s. A month has passed since Saul was anointed king. In the meantime, the Ammonites attacked Israel at Jabesh. The news spread and Israel wept. Saul heard the weeping as he worked with his oxen. "What's the matter?" he asked. "Why are people crying?" Saul was told of the attack of Jabesh. When Saul heard this, God's Spirit came on him. Anger burned in him like fire. Quickly, he cut his oxen into pieces and sent them around Israel. This was Saul's message. "Join me to fight the Ammonites. If you don't, this will happen to your oxen." Over 300,000 soldiers joined Saul to scatter the Ammonites. Samuel saw Saul's victory. "Let's go to Gilgal," Samuel told the people. "There we can set up the kingdom again." Gilgal was where Joshua had first counted Canaan. There, Samuel gave the kingdom to Saul. He offered sacrifices to God and said farewell to the people and recounted their history. "I'll always pray for you," Samuel said. "Serve the Lord faithfully. Don't be wicked again. If you are, you and your king will be swept away." Guess what, guys? Here we come to exciting questions. What was Saul doing when he heard of the Ammonite attack? Do you remember Saul, my friends? Yes, of course. Saul broke his oxen into pieces. That's the correct answer. What did Samuel say he would always do for Israel? Do you remember, friends? Samuel said that he will always pray for them. Awesome, Solomon friends. You got them all right. Don't leave just yet, friends. My sister Salma's gonna read another story. Today's title is Saul Offers a Sacrifice. And the text is 1Samuel 13:1 to 14. Day 102. The people hoped Saul would defeat the Philistines, but after 2 years, the Philistines had grown stronger. Saul's army did overrun at Philistine fort at Geba. But this caused the Philistines to send horsemen and chariots. There were so many soldiers, they looked like sand by the sea. Saul blew a trumpet, calling the Israelites to war. Many came, but they came in fear. Saul waited 7 days. Samuel was to come and offer a sacrifice before the battle. But he didn't arrive on time. Saul didn't see how he could wait any longer. Many in his army were leaving. So Saul himself burned the offering to God. Just then Samuel reached the camp. "What have you done?" he asked. "My men were scattering," Saul answered. "I thought the enemy might attack, so I made the offering myself." "You have done wrong and not kept the Lord's commands," said Samuel. "If you had obeyed and trusted God, you'd be safe. But now God will find some other man to fulfill his will. This will be a man seeking the Lord's heart. Someday God will take the kingdom from you and give it to him." Are you ready for the questions? Let's get started. Why did Saul offer the sacrifice? Because Samuel was late and Saul's army was scattering. That's a correct answer, Sinai. What did Samuel say would happen because of Saul's sacrifice? Oh yes, Samuel was mad because Saul didn't obey God's command. That's a correct answer, Sinai. This story was about Saul not obeying God's commands. And if you don't obey God's commands, you won't be safe. Basically, he did not trust him. Thank you guys for joining us. Hey guys, before we leave, we want to show you one of our subscribers' origami. I'm sure we learned a lot today. And the first story that we did right now, it was talking about like Saul being the king. If you enjoyed our stories, give us a thumbs up and you can subscribe too. You could share too. Good night guys, thank you, bye.